Okay, good day to you all, kind sirs and madams. So, today I wanted to just briefly introduce a few future topics we'll be discussing over the next several weeks, including topics from the book of Revelation, including the 10 Kings of Atlantis and their association with the book of Revelation, also in future prophecy. But also, I want to talk about the story of the creation of man, that is to say, humanity or humankind. Now, in the book of Genesis, it does mention the creation of man, but how many creations are actually mentioned? How many children did Adam and Eve have, and when? Was it in the Garden of Eden, outside of it? And come to mention it, were they in the garden at all times? Or were there possibly instances where they left the garden to say, replenish and fill the earth? God did give them that command to have dominion over all the earth and to subdue it. And why, if Cain and Abel were the first children born to Eve, did God say prior to that he would multiply her sorrow in her conception? Multiply. In order to multiply something, it already has to exist. So, and I know it doesn't mention other people in the garden, but who says if Adam and Eve did have more children, that they actually stayed there in Eden itself? It does mention that the man was driven out, and he drove out the man, the scripture says. Not man and woman, just man. But it's implied that it also meant the woman, so it could, in theory, mean others. Now, we're not going to be going over these as doctrine and such, but these are just questions. These are things that we don't understand. For instance, when Cain murdered his brother Abel, why was he afraid that others might kill him? Who else existed? And how did he leave and found a city, right? He actually went and built a city. Well, a city would have to have people. So we're going to go over, and there are potential solutions to all of these questions, potential answers, and we'll go over quite a few of them in detail. And just as a bonus, we know about the four rivers, like the Hiddekel, the Pishon, and the Euphrates. And just for a quick trivia, Euphrates actually means fruitfulness. And in the Bible, that's for a good reason. So we'll be going over these. And again, Atlantis, we'll be going over some interesting creatures in Greek mythologies as how they relate to Scripture, going over the peoples from the sea, such as the Philistines and what their origin was, and some of these fun questions. We'll talk about how long Adam and Eve may have been in the garden. We'll be citing extra biblical sources as well. But remember, sola scriptura, right? Everything that the foundation of our faith, everything that we rely on is in Scripture. So these are some fun things to explore, but by no means do I want to build a doctrine out of them. But I have these questions. Many others may have these questions as well. And let's go into a few ideas and see if we can extrapolate those and come up with some interesting theories. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, you guys take care, and God bless, and I look forward to talking with you soon. Bye-bye.